Hello everybody, welcome to Diamond Painting. It's Diamond Paintings with Mike, and we're starting a lion. La 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 la, it's Diamond Painting, yeah. And welcome to another year. 2026 is here, and it is back to the lion theme. We've done a full circle, and this is our first painting for the lion theme. Now, if you know the Muffin Man, no, do you remember that in Shrek where he goes, do you know the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man? Do you know the Muffin Man? He lives on Drury Lane. Anyway, no, do you actually, if you know Wildapart, it is a program in the South Africa, in a place called Glen Afric. And it is basically a veterinary program, and one of the characters in there is called Olivia, and she's the daughter of Sarah. And I can't remember if it was after Sarah died in the fire or whether it was before, but Rosie she got a gift as a pet lion cub, and I don't think she wanted it, or she wanted to try and clear up. She wanted to try and give it to Olivia to cheer her up, and Olivia named it Miranda. And so this is Miranda, the little lion cub. So we're gonna name her Miranda, and yeah, so it is currently Monday the 25th of August 2025. I am filming this for January 2026. And what a lovely painting it is so far. This is our LED one, okay, so it's that one that lights up. So I'm trying to carefully not like really push into it, because I don't know, because we've got obviously light, you can see here that's a light there. I don't want to push into it too hard that it could damage the wiring. I don't know whether the wiring is on the back of the board or whether it's directly under here, because it could be that the wiring is you know, on the back and then it's just like taped onto the front of here. I don't know, so I'm trying my best to do that. It's really interesting because the first ever LED light painting I bought was that tiger, that white tiger one that's got a technical issue with it. I can't actually work on that yet because I have made the decision to open it up and see what I can do to it. So I thought, right, well, I'll start this one then. And I've got the Eiffel Tower to do, but this one just looks so lovely, and it's quite light as well, so I reckon a couple of then gold brackets might do it. So yeah, looking forward to seeing how this looks. This looks like a very grumpy whisker, doesn't it? Like all the others are like straight and this one's going whoop. Very sort of sad looking really, but I reckon August's completions are going to be super busy, because I've just finished my Halloween painting of Casper the Friendly Ghost that I got from Temu. And talking of Temu, I've got a problem with my sink at the moment, and it's got limescale on it, and I've tried scrubbing it, I've tried putting, you know, cleaning spray on it. It just will not come off the silver sink. You know, where like you drain your plates and that, it just will not come off. So I spoke to my mum and she said to try and get Vitacal. Now that's very expensive. It's like £5 a bottle. Most cleaning products are normally like £1, £2, but this is apparently supposed to be really good stuff. But I don't really want to pay £5. So what I've done is I've ordered a it is, let me go up to Temu, Temu, yeah. Now I've ordered this, which apparently is I don't know if it's going to work or not, but it's supposed to be a magic stick, right? So they're saying that that can scrub onto there, which is silver, and it's supposed to take off all the crap, basically. So I'm hoping it will work. If it doesn't, then obviously we'll have to go to Vitacal, but yeah, as you can see, we'll have to put it to the test, because as we know, a lot of things on Temu, they advertise as, oh, it does this wonderful job, and when you get it, it actually don't. Because you know that flower brush I got is crap, because the minute you put it in water, it's so heavy on the sponge that you can't actually scrub with it, because it's like the sponge is too heavy for the stick. So it's not a very good product, but for 46p, you know, it's pish posh in it, really. So yeah, I wasn't very sure what to do about that, but yeah, we're going to try that. That's coming in tomorrow, hopefully, because it's at Coventry. So hopefully it works. If it doesn't, then I guess I'll have to pay out an extortionate price for Vitacal. So yeah, because it's just irritated me. I've tried everything. Scrub Daddy, I've tried, you know, washing up liquid, I've tried, you know, general cleaning, you know, that you use your worktops with. It's just not having it. So lime scale is, I'm assuming it's lime scale, because what else could it possibly be? It just it's quite like a hard sort of greasy thing, like very hard to get off. So can I just say, these whiskers are so bright. Look at the detail already. This is stunning. And I love how we've got this lovely bit at the background. And when I turn it on, the moon lights up as well. So I think this is stunning. So yeah, hoping this will take a couple of days or so. Right, let's see what we got next. We've got number 3 next, which is a gorgeous sort of orangey browny colour here. So let's get number 3 going, and we'll get some of Miranda's face in here. Now I need to look back at the videos, because I'm not sure, did we finish the lion last year? That one from Temu? I'm not sure, but it seems such a long time ago, doesn't it? But there's always bigger and better paintings coming out. These are going on absolutely perfect. I've been working with my orange Halloween pen. This pen, when you see the Halloween videos, which you would have already seen, it is a nightmare, this pen, at the moment. I've tried changing the gold tip. It just like requires so much wax. So I don't really know what's causing it. But yeah, I was looking at this today, and I was like, oh yes, I've got to get this going. But I think this sort of painting will, you know, it's a painting that can stay up all year round, whereas some paintings like Easter, you wouldn't necessarily store it up all year round. So this is definitely going to be put in, I don't really know, I was going to put it next to Barney, which is the very first painting I worked on, which is an owl, and it sits in the hallway on the wall. Because I do have paintings that sit on the wall all year round, because they're not like themed ones, but I'm sort of thinking maybe either the hallway, I don't think I'll put it in the front room, or even my bedroom, because there's a space next door to the wardrobe, which it's never been occupied, so I might as well take advantage of that part of the wall and hang this up on it. And then over night time, if I'm in my room, you know, watching a bit of ASMR or YouTube, I can have it on while I'm watching it, you know. I think once it's lit up, it will look really, really effective. So yeah, I'm very, very excited for that. And then I've got another one reserved. I've recently got into like light kits all of a sudden. I've seen an owl, a winged horse. What other ones have I seen? I've seen a castle, which looks really good, and I almost bought it, and someone bought it. Does anyone else get like really annoyed with that? You just favourite something, and then within minutes it's sold, and it's like, I've literally only just favorited that. Like, how is it sold already? I've seen a panda, was it? Or was it ours. I'm sure there was one other one, but I can't remember what it's called, so I don't know. But yeah, this is already looking lovely. It reminds me so back in the day. When I'm doing this, I feel like I'm doing like face painting, because years ago we went to the zoo, and I can't remember, I don't know if my sister had face painting, but I definitely did, and I must have been about, what, 11, and I did a face painting of, I think it was either a cheetah or a lion, and there was like this bench that was covered with, like, you had the bench here but with like bushes behind it, so I would pretend I was a lion coming out of the bush. And my dad was taking photos of it and doing like a video, and I'll have to see if we can locate that, because I'd like to see that. It'd be funny. So yeah, so it just so reminds me of doing like face painting. But when they actually put the paint on your face and they're using that brush, that sponge thing, it just feels so nice, like as it's being applied to your face, and then you sort of feel the paint getting harder on your face throughout the day. And then I remember my mum saying, whatever you do, don't like cry or spill drink on it, because it might mark it out, like run it out, like make it all drip and stuff, like of the paint dripping. So yeah, whoops. So yeah, this is looking really effective, isn't it? I love the eyes on here. You know that little glare bit there? This has got some gorgeous detailing in it. Really, really beautifully done, this. I'm very happy I started this today. It's been quite a busy day, really. This morning I had to go to Greg's. I got me a free hot chocolate, or the biscuit latte thing, and the sausage roll. Did a bit of shopping, took that home, then got on the train, went to work, came home, had a bite to eat while watching the news, and now I'm doing this. So, and I did a bit of the I completed the Halloween filming earlier before I went to work, because I thought if I get up a little bit earlier I can just get that done. It was literally like a 34-minute session, so I could get it really done quick. And yeah, I thought we may have had Bank Holiday Monday off, because it's the 25th here today of August, and it's a bank holiday, and I really was hoping that we would get it off, but yeah, we couldn't, unfortunately. Some jobs you have to work bank holidays, which I don't mind, because I can't stand bank holidays. They cause so much disruption, like all the trains stop, all the most shops are like closing early, you know. It's just, the whole point of bank holiday is that the banks are shut. That's why it's called bank holiday. But I have never ever enjoyed a bank holiday. I don't like things like, I don't like it when it all sort of like dies down. But like weekends, I don't like weekends either, because like I like things to be running all the time, you know. So it's a nightmare trying to go shopping on a Sunday, because obviously they close early, so you've got to like sort of rush to get your shopping. Sundays are quite hard, because I've got to try and get my shopping, do whip and chats, do all the housework. It's just not enough time. So yeah. But yeah, so we've got a couple of new themes launching this year as well. One of the new themes will be an Africa theme. So one of the suggestions I got from a viewer said that they wanted to see like all the animals from Africa. So you'd have like lions in Mayala, elephants, giraffes, that sort of thing. It's very I mean, one of the reasons I've never really done an African theme is because I do a zoo theme, so it's very similar with similar animals and stuff. But yeah, but if there's I definitely want to do an African theme this year, so we will be doing it at some point. But if there's a theme that perhaps you want to see and I haven't covered that theme, do get in touch in the comments, in the video comments below this video, and let us know what you'd like to see, and I'll try and make it happen. So yeah, right, I think we're nearly done on the 3. I reckon we could probably get all the face done in this session. It's going beautifully well. I'm not sure whether I'll seal this or not, because I tend to avoid specials or partials. So, but could you imagine if it was like less stick and you just hanged it up on the wall and all the drills fell off? Oh my god, like they'd all slide down and stuff. Wow. Yeah, I just had some custard donuts, so I had some of them. She's got a little orange nose. How cute. She just looks like really grumpy. Can you see? It's like a sad face. And you've vaguely got whiskers here. You see these like little brush stroke bits. But yeah, right, yeah, I think that's all the orange. Let's get a bit of black. I've not done black yet, so let's get a bit of black in. Yeah, baby. Now I feel like I'm doing the cheetah's face, because the cheetah has like orange and black, but you know, I think they have, is it rosettes that they have? But yeah, I think this is good. Could you imagine? Oh yes, that's the other one. The other LED painting was an elephant, but someone bought it. Oh, this elephant was gorgeous. It was basically like, the background was like all grass, and it was like nighttime, and the way they lit up the lights were just, oh, it was so lovely. Really, really beautiful. But I really wish that these were, because a lot of these LED kits, they set the buttons so that the lights blinker, and I just wish that there was a way you could put it into still mode, because I like to see it like still, not flash. So yeah, maybe they can sort that, because some of my viewers were saying like you could, the switch should be able to let you do it to still mode, but mine only let me do like the blinking, or the flashing, whatever you call it. So yeah, I feel like I've got a lot done this evening. So I was rather hoping we get some posts today. We've not had any posts for almost a week. But one thing I will say, LED kits, most of them tend to come in this size, so it's like a fixed size. I don't think I've seen any sort of smaller, and I reckon this is I don't think it's a 40x50, but most of them tend to come near enough like a 40x50. I'd say it's probably a couple of centimeters shorter than a 40x50, but yeah, most of them come like this. So I'm trying to find like little ones, but I don't mind this size, but they're just so big that they're quite hard to store. So at one point I had all the paintings on the wall in here, and it just got so like claustrophobic because there was paintings everywhere. I had to take them off the wall. It just was like, I just felt like I was sleeping in an art gallery, you know. I think one day what I should do is do a live stream and put all the paintings on the wall so that you can see all the paintings behind me of what I've done over the years. It'd be a good backdrop, wouldn't it? So this is the, and again, what I love about doing LED light kits is the fact that you don't have a, you know, a light bulb behind it, so you're seeing it in its true reflection as to when I do it or when I work on it. So yeah. Now I was going to wait, but I think I'm going to have to go next door and get my drink because I'm getting a bit parched in here and my mouth is like very dry, so I need to get a bit of water, so I'll be back in a jiffy. Okay, so I've got my drink now. So, oops, get some more of that. Okay. Do you know, I keep seeing that One Direction pillowcase of Harry Styles. Someone keeps offering me it for £2.50 and I'm sort of thinking I'd love to do it, but I'm not really into One Direction, so I mean, they've got some lovely songs, you know, the one that goes up all night and dance around the day with it, or the one that goes, you don't know you're beautiful, if only you see what I could see, you'll understand why I look in so easily. Or I don't think they're the lyrics, but but yeah, there's one that Niall, who's in that band, I think they're disbanded now, but he has a song that goes, slow hands like sweat dripping down your dirty laundry, slow hands, something like that. Anyway, whoops. Do you know, I was looking in the wardrobe yesterday and I found some really old paintings that are still like waiting to be done, that I put in there because I've just got like no storage. So I use the bottom shelf for like storage and stuff, and I've got like a top shelf in there as well, and then you've got the row underneath it, so I tend to use that for storage. And yeah, I was like, oh my god, like I'm gonna have to get them out, you know. Well, I'm really enjoying doing this. I think this is absolutely wonderful. Beautiful. I really hope, because I've actually favorited a Paddington Craft Buddy thing, and I really hope that they're not sold because I really want that. Also, the cellophane that's on here is quite a harder cellophane. That flimsy thin stuff is like really, like, you can really hear the crackling of it, whereas this thicker stuff is a lot more better. So yeah. So we've just got to go up here and down there, and then we're done on the black. So you see how quick this sort of glides when you've got a pen that actually works. Oh my god, like, you wait till you watch my Halloween series from 2025, you will see the trouble I had with this orange pen. I tried everything. I tried, like, it was taking up so much wax. So in the end I took the gold bit out, and then I saw like a blockage of wax, took that out, and it's still doing it. So I've come to the solution that either the drills are dirty and they're dusty, because they were quite dusty drills, but I never washed them, so it would take me ages to do that. And yeah, this pen has been playing up for the whole, near enough the whole series, so it's not good. And they're saying that it's quite hot weather today, because we've got like warm weather again, so getting headaches and drinking more. And I actually found out on TikTok that apparently if you stare at your like TV for too long, or you're on your phone, it can cause headaches, because apparently, so Dr. Amir Khan said, apparently you don't blink as much when you're like focused on the TV or focused on your phone. So that was interesting, because as you know, I keep getting headaches quite regularly, so maybe that's what it is. Trouble is I'm always on my phone. If you know, I'm either recording, I'm either doing just play, or I'm checking emails and stuff, so I never really get a break from it. Right, let's give it a shake, shake, make a shake, shake, make a shake, shake, make a, yeah. Do you know, in music, what are them things called, maracas or maracas? You know that thing you shake and it sounds like there's all like beads and stuff in it, in musical instruments. I think they're called the maracas. Oh my god, like, I found that so boring. Like, the instrument was just plain and utter boring. It was absolutely ridiculous. This is our number 2 drill. But yeah, it was just a very sort of boring instrument. Didn't really make an awful good sound. And one of the other things I hated was the tambourine. Oh my god, that is just like a really basic instrument in it. You just whack it on your hand or tap it, and it's just make sort of like a jingly noise. It's not a very good instrument. But I remember back in school when we used to do music class, we had this giant trolley and it all had musical instruments on it, and everyone would grab the instrument that they wanted, and I'd be left with the crappiest one that they had on the trolley. So, but what concerned me is, like, with the flute and the recorders, they never ever like washed the mouthpiece. I don't think you had a mouthpiece in them ones, because it was like a very sort of basic one, and you know, it's a bit unhygienic really, isn't it? When, because isn't it the clarinet that's supposed to have like a mouthpiece that you move and stuff? But a few weeks ago, they were saying something about the BBC Proms had a show through the night. So they were basically performing all through the night, and they've never done that before. Like, imagine going to a theatre show when you're supposed to be sleeping and you're actually watching a show through the night, and then you'd have to like sleep through the day. Like, how cool is that? So this is nice, isn't it, what they've done here with this lovely sort of interesting, because we've got what looks like a black and then a beige, and then they've sort of give you a black bit there. So that's really interesting. I would have thought it'd all be like one colour there. Yeah, this heat just makes you feel really shit. basically. Makes you feel miserable, tired, don't want to do anything, constantly thirsty, you know. And I was getting quite concerned that I had diabetes because I keep drinking like a lot of water. Like as soon as my cup's finished, I want more water. Like, and I asked the doctors whether they could do a blood test on it, and they did, and they said that it's all come back fine. So yeah, it's what makes you wonder, like, you know. So yeah, but unfortunately we didn't have a lion in this year's lion theme, zoo theme, so whenever we next do a zoo theme we can include that next time, because there was definitely no way I was going to be able to fit all zoo animals in for this month, you know. So yeah. Shake, shake, make a shake, shake, make a shake, shake, make a yeah. Oh, I need a drinky. Lovely jubbly. It's a shame I can't mod this, you know, mod that into like a diamond painting pen. You probably could, but it's I've got to fix this one because for some reason there's not enough space here. They told me there was 16 and yet there was hardly no spaces. I did put one down there, but I've not got enough to put the spacer there so that it looks full. And they give you like you've got 3 excess sort of beads where they don't fit onto the thing. Because they've give you like extra beads. When I spoke to my friend who recommended them, she said just to, like, you know, keep them, well, she keeps hers as spares, so, yeah. It's nice that they actually include batteries in this, isn't it? Because most things you buy nowadays, you have to, like, buy the batteries separately, so I love it when you get like a kit and it's all included, including the batteries. Right, okay, so we need to shimmy over here. I didn't have to really move it, but it's just a habit in it, because that was still in frame. But look, we've missed some 3 up here. Oh man, oopsie, I've not been paying attention. Oh, I'm so, like, I'm actually getting quite tired. Like, I've been up since 8 o'clock. Maybe my body is trying to tell me I need a nap. But if I sleep now, I will be asleep till probably tomorrow, because I try to last it off and fight against the sleep, because I just know if I sleep now, I'm just not going to get back to sleep later. So yeah. Love that sound. Diamond Painting Newton normally does ASMR, and you can hear that, you know, that sound. Love that clicking noise. And that's a good sign, because it's telling you that there's strong suction. So I used to, when we went to the zoo many years ago, must have been about 10, 11, something like that. Perhaps a bit older than that, 14, I really can't remember, but we had a beanie toy like this, and it was like a really lovely toy, plush sort of beanie tiger, and my sister had the chimp. She wanted the chimp and I went for the tiger. It's really, really lovely, because that's the ultimate thing. I mean, if you go to the zoo, you cannot leave the zoo without going to the gift shop. Especially for me, I have to visit the gift shop. It's like a nice way to, you know, finish the day, isn't it? Seen all the animals, had a bite to eat. I mean, we tend to take our, well, we always used to take our sandwiches to there, because the restaurants are super expensive, absolutely pricey. Because remember, they're probably charging quite a lot because to help with the upkeep of all the food they have to buy for the animals. So yeah, but yeah, so we normally do that, and then we visit the gift shop. But Colchester Zoo has two sides to the gift shop, and one sells like all ornament things, and then the other side sells basically station meals, those sort of things, but it's mainly like all kids items. Doesn't really, they don't seem to have a very big section for like the adults. So if I go to that gift shop, I tend to just buy stationery. It always comes in handy, doesn't it? I love to get a nice pen, so perhaps a pin badge, that sort of thing. My nan used to have a jean jacket, and she would like swamp the jean jacket in literally pin badges. That was her like sort of collection thing, like collecting pin badges. And then my dad, he collects thimbles, which is, you know, that it's like a little thing that you put on your thumb to stop the needle when you're sewing, pricking you sort of thing. So yeah, he's got quite a few of them. He would always pick up a thimble. Yeah. Do you know, this is my second session today, because I filmed the Halloween one before work, and I just feel like getting to the point where I can't be bothered to do any more diamond painting for the rest of the night. I'm actually, I always say, right, I'll do about 4 sessions, and after 2 I'm knackered. Like, even when taking a break, I'm like, just don't want to do it anymore. But then you see how lovely the picture looks, and you just want to see it like all come together beautifully. So yeah. Wow, so we've got a bit to do on this area here. 41 minutes. Oh, mamma mia. Mamma mia, here I go again. My, thank you for the biscuits. Mamma mia. So I say thank you for the music, the songs I'm singing. Thanks for all the joy they're bringing. Who can live without it? I ask if you wanna be simple me, without a song or dancing away. Oh, I say thank you for the music, for giving it to me. Oh my god, one song I can't stand in Mamma Mia is You Are the Dancing Queen. It's a very slow song, isn't it? Like, but I love Super Trooper, da 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 la 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 la. Or that lovely one that they sing, you know, the one that goes, I can still recall our last summer. I think Mamma Mia, the first film, is just absolutely fantastic. Really, really good. It gets you off your seat. It gets you up on your feet. You just want to dance, and it's such a fantastic song. I feel like under here we're just going to be going from dot 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 dot, dot like a loop. So for the link for this, I can't give you it online because I've never really understood this, but B&M's for some apparent reason don't have like a delivery, online delivery. And I know Home Bargains they used to do it and they've stopped it because they need to redevelop it apparently, so it says. But I've never really understood why B&M's can't do home delivery. So I can't give you like the link for that, but I got this from Vinted, but you can get it with B&M's. And it really sort of sucks when like you want something and it's out of stock and it's like, oh my god, I'm never going to get that again. I've missed my chance. And then when you see it pop up on Vinted, it's like, oh my god, get it now, quick, get the wallet out, get the card, pay for it, secure that deal. Right, what I'd like to do is we'll just bring back that number 3, get a bit back done because we've missed a few segments over here. Where have we missed it from? It was up here, weren't it? Yep, there. Now I did see another number 3 somewhere. Where has it gone? Oh yeah, up there. There it is. Lovely jubbly. Oh, shaky, shaky. So I say thank you for the music, for giving it to me. Did I tell you my friend, I went to acting school with it. Well, not acting school, but you know, the company that does all the shows, and I was part of the stage crew, and she's actually worked her way up. Is such a great actress because I went to school with her, and then we sort of met again when I did WOW and WAIOS, and which stands for Whittam Operatic Workshop and Whittam Operatic Society, doing stage crew. And then I've met her again through seeing her on the film, well, not in person, but she's actually in Mamma Mia 2, and she's been in Casualty. She has done so well with her acting career, because it must take a lot of work to get into a film like that, and to be given a part like that is fantastic. And then of course you have to join your agency, because the agencies find the work for you, or like an agent, they will find the work for the person. It's just like, I'd love to do that. Always wanted to do voiceover for a character in a film, you know, or be a news presenter, TV presenter. Lots of people say I have the voice for TV presenters, so I'd love to do it. Quite a sad story, because in Wild at Heart, Hamley the giraffe, he was quite a youngster and he got struck by lightning, and he was in the film, but I think since then they couldn't film him, because I remember vaguely there was one episode in Wild at Heart where the giraffe somehow, I don't know how, got into the swimming pool and they had to help him out. Like, I don't know how in the world he got in there, but it's scary when they find Anders du Plessis finds Mr. Peterson dead in the pool, and you actually see his body sort of like floating on the pool, but face down. And then he has flashbacks because he can see Mr. Peterson walking through the town. But then it turns out that he has a twin brother, and the twin brother, I don't know if he was looking for Anders du Plessis, aka Dupe or Duplessis, because Danny often called him Dupe. and then it turns out he's been looking for his brother who's dead. So, and then he tries to tell Vitani, and he's like, he's dead and stuff, and then they both see him. Not the, you know, the twin, not the one who's dead. Yeah, I watch that every year. But originally I tried to make it tradition that I watch it in January only, because it always sort of aired in January and I think it would go through to March. But yeah, I miss the show to bits. It's, you know, it really irritates me. You know, they've got all this money for Poxy match of the day and all this football, yet they're making cuts to fantastic dramas like that, you know. Just, oh, it's such irritating. Like, it seems to me that they always cut, or they always axe the best programs. Again, Doctors, that's another good program. What was the other one? The Dowells? Well, that was originally only supposed to go up to a certain number. It wasn't like a continuous thing where Wild at Heart was. But in the last episode of Wild at Heart, the last sort of series, and Anders Duplessis dies. So, but even some of the scenes like that Hayley Mills has done, where she gets attacked by a lion, and that is a really scary episode. And I think at the end of the episode, Anders Duplessis is going, kill a lion, you know, and then of course all the music goes up and you got to wait till next week. But I think it was always on a Sunday. It was always around about 8 o'clock. Just such a wonderful, wonderful program that I just, you know, like some shows, they come back. I mean, they've been banging on about Biker Grove coming back, but I've still not seen that on TV. So when they intend to release that, I don't know, or it could have been out already and I've missed it. But they keep teasing us with Biker Grove, but I've never seen that. I don't know what it's about. My mum used to watch it, but I don't really know what it's about, really. But you never know. I mean, it's very unlikely that Wild at Heart would come back now, because of the way they ended it with Anders Duplessis died. I don't think they'd ever like remake it. But it's quite funny, because in another episode you've got Jessie Wallace, who plays Kat in EastEnders. She runs over an Inyala and calls it, I think it's a, did she say cheetah or a goat? And everyone goes, Inyala. Oh my god, yeah, cheetah. I'm gonna have to do a series where I do all the animals from Wild at Heart. I think you got Jana, who's the three-legged cheetah. You had, what was the monkey called? There was, I think series 3 had a monkey that they were somehow adopted. Then there was, oh, what was the elephant's name? There was a young, oh, that's a scary episode as well. This dog, wild dog, comes out of nowhere, bites the end of the trunk of the baby elephant. It's screaming and that. And you could see that that was a puppet. It was some sort of like automaton or some sort of robot thing, because of the way it was moving the trunk. It just looked really fake. So they didn't do a good job at making that look realistic. And then obviously they had anthrax. There was an episode with about anthrax. So they all had to go into quarantine. And then at one time, Danny gets struck off. And yeah, so many fond, you know, memories of this wonderful show. And it was only ever on for like an hour a day. Now I think if we're lucky, I should be so lucky, lucky. I should be so lucky, love. We should get this done all on the face. That was our target. We got about 5 minutes. So hopefully. And of course we can't forget Nomza. Nomza was basically like, I don't know if she was a scullery maid, but she was basically like always there with Anders Duplessis in the house. She was like their sort of maid for the house, I reckon. And then there was a scene where they had this tiger that was in the house, and they had to, or was it a cheetah? Because I remember it hissing. So, and Danny was like, "Get out, get out!" But on that note, voila! Oh wow, look at this. This has turned out bloody gorgeous. Wow, I cannot wait to get down to this bit. I really am intrigued about this fiery bush. But what a lovely, lovely stage so far. As I said, this is come from B&M's, but you can, I got it on Vinted. I don't want to put the Vinted links because I could put you a link and then that gets sold. So there's like various sellers that sell this, so it'd end up like half a dozen different links, and if I put the link in, you could click on it and it would say this item sold. So your best bet is probably B&M's. Just keep looking. I don't know why they don't have an online delivery, because it makes no sense whatsoever, but they really should come out with an online delivery for this, because as you can see, this is the lovely plastic, because it's not as crinkly as the flimsy stuff. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and if you haven't done so already, just tap that notification bell and you'll be alerted as and when the video pops up next on the channel. We'll see Miranda next time. Bye bye.